episode of Draw With Me, I decided to talk about the origin of vampires, and how it links to the disease tuberculosis, or the consumption as it was then known. Tuberculosis is a disease that eats away at body tissue including muscle, fat and lungs, making it difficult to breathe and the patient to become weak, pale and thin. This may sound similar to the image of an 18th century vampire. This is because that is where it begins. In this episode, we'll be talking about the case of Mercy Brown. The Mercy Brown case occurred in 1892. Mercy died at the age of 19 of tuberculosis. Several cases had occurred in the family of George and Mary Brown in Exeter, Rhode Island. Friends and neighbours believe that this was due to the influence of the undead. Mary Eliza, Mercy's mother, was the first to die, followed by Mercy's sister, Mary Olive, and then Mercy and her brother Edwin. Neighbours believed that one of the dead family members was actually still alive and was sucking the life from Edwin from beyond the grave, making him pale and weak. The bodies were dug up with the permission of George, the father. Both the bodies of Mary Eliza and Mary Olive had decomposed as they expected. Mercy, however, had not, and still had blood in her heart. Scientists now know that this is because she died in January, and cold earth had preserved her corpse, the way a freezer would. But even so, the family believed that Mercy was undead, and that she was responsible for her dying brother. In an attempt to kill her once and for all, her liver and heart were burned, and the ashes given to Edwin mixed with the tonic in an effort to heal him. He died 2 months later, and what remained of Mercy's body is now buried in the Exeter Baptist Church in New England. There are many other stories based on how tuberculosis and the legend of vampires are interlocked, however this is just one of the more well-known ones. The link to tuberculosis has inspired many horror stories, including Dracula, which is probably the one it resembles most, with the pale, thin, hollowed-out figure of Dracula. I will be looking at other horror stories and how they link to disease, including werewolves, and I'll try and find some more, I'm not sure, but we will see. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.